Let's talk about this. RWBY Volume 8. Chapter 4. Fault. This episode was insane.
That it was.
This episode was freaking insane. Okay, let's go in order of what happened. We start off with Crow, Robin, and Jacques. I'm so glad Jacques didn't talk because I'm really sick and tired of his voice.
You should have seen the look on Joanna's face. I don't think she'd ever lost a fight before that. At least, not fair and square.
I love how Robin's trying her best to lighten the mood here. She's making the best of her imprisonment.
Tough crowd tonight.
And Jacques not used to flies, apparently.
For better cell block entertainment. And he smiles. Did I win?
I'm sorry. All from that entire thing, all I can see is Ladybug from Miraculous Ladybug.
What happened?
She just pulled out her Ladybug or her Marinette right there.
It was, though. I made a deal with the darkness, and he paid the price.
See, now that made a deal with the darkness and he paid the price. Eesh.
Crow, it's not. Okay. Remember when I said that. Okay. Keep going with his little speech. I'll talk afterwards because I have to say something, and I know people are gonna get me in the comment section because they did last volume during the penultimate finale, but it was just. Go ahead. But I'm actually loving this little talk Crow has. It's like, wow.
Could have worked together against Tyrion if Clover just... But the thing that really stings, for the first time in a while, I thought, maybe I could be around somebody, anybody, without my semblance making it...
Crow.
And now, it
Bro.
just feels like a childish dream.
Opening.
Gone. Like everybody else.
Okay, there we goes. Okay, right there. I know there are a lot of people who argue that it's Crow and Robin's fault that Clover died. I think it was all their faults. They didn't think about the real threat in the room. Robin literally just said, okay, screw it, I'm gonna fight you and not feel bad about it later. But then she feels bad about it. Don't get me wrong, I still love Robin as a character, but it's still, like, really stupid what she did. And then Crow joined in.
It's everybody's fault.
Yes! Clover's fault.
Robin shouldn't have instigated Clover to begin that fight in
Clover
the cockpit.
Clover shouldn't...
Especially around Tyrion.
They all should have just focused, because they knew they had a little psychopath and a little manipulator right next to them. Why wouldn't they think that this wouldn't happen? I know a lot of things were, like, heated and things were at their boiling point somewhat because of everything that happened. But still, it's just... It's all of their fault. It's Clover's fault, it's Crow's fault, it's Robin's fault. They're all at fault here.
And Clover could have waited to basically just say, we could talk about this. Like, as Crow said, let's talk to General Ironwood when we get there.
Yeah, but then Robin had to say that. Forget that.
Then Robin got instigated by freaking Tyrion, and then, shit the fan.
This is all their fault. And Tyrion got away scot-free, while Clover lost his life, and now these two are in prison, and... Like I said, I know people are going to get on my case for this, but still, I blame everyone involved. I blame mostly Clover and Crow, but... I blame Robin too, but only like a smidge because she was knocked out most of the time. But the fact that Crow had to freaking join up with Tyrion, I'm like, I would have literally fought against Tyrion first and then had their little fight later.
Yeah, take out the literal psycho killer that works for Salem.
The one that you know would backstab you would backstab you multiple times.
And literally backstabbed Clover.
Yeah.
With your own weapon.
It was just bad. And then, but I do like this, though. I do like the fact that Robin and Crow are actually starting to bond. And I see that similar bond between her and Clover. I see the bond between her and Crow and Clover. And I see it within Robin now. I see that she's trying to, like, take the place of what Clover was supposed to be.
Well, yeah. Clover was basically the yin to Crow's yang with luck.
And now
Good luck, bad luck together is just
yeah, but then the good luck overwrote that. The good luck overwrote that. The bad luck overrid the good luck, and it was bad. It wasn't fair what happened. It wasn't fair what happened. But just seeing Robin trying to get Crow to, like, open up again, trying to get him to talk, trying to get him to calm down and maybe not kill Ironwood, or
trying to get
his
situation.
Mind. Yeah, trying to get his mind, like, back to where it was before.
Because as she says, believe it or not,
I know a little of what that's like.
Yeah.
When people are worried you're gonna sniff out their secrets, they tend to push you away. It makes a real connection difficult.
Okay, I understand that, because her semblance is literally a lie detector, and it's hard to trust someone who can literally tell if you're lying or not. Or if you're trying to, like, get information or stuff like that. I can completely understand that, but still. I want... Basically, Crow's been lied to and betrayed most of his life. Can we both agree on that?
Well, yeah, it comes with the bad luck.
I know. But now he has someone who he can, like, somewhat trust in all of this. And I feel like Robin wouldn't be that person to, like, be pushed away by his bad luck. Also, there's a theme in this episode. I realized the theme in this episode. It started with Clover and Robin talking about people being pushed away by their semblances. And now we're seeing then we're seeing later on that more people are pushing each other away. We'll get back to that later. But go ahead, see what's being thrown on the floor.
Ah, yes, my favorite.
Never thought of it that way.
Whee! And then he stares off in disgust.
You don't get to keep that.
I didn't kill him.
You keep saying that. But it was your weapon covered in his blood.
If you really want to know what happened, Mohawk, why not open the cell and take my hand?
If I open the cell, it won't be to shake hands.
Yeah, because you don't care about the truth. You just want someone to be mad at.
There you go.
Easier than taking an honest look at what side you're on.
There you go.
Or another way to put it, she wants someone to take the fault, the blame. She wants someone to be mad at, as she said.
She wants Team RWBY to take the fall. She wanted Crows to take the fall, but she's not blaming herself or Ironwood, especially after what she just witnessed in the first chapter. She's like, doesn't matter to me. I'm still angry, and I'll still be bitter. Especially during last chapter when she fought against Penny, she was still bitter, like very bitter.
Of course, she's bitter.
Seriously, Harriet really needs a reality check right now, because I feel like Marrow is the only one that's like getting to what everyone's getting what Team RWBY is trying to say right now, or at least what the good.
Well, yeah, he hasn't had his feelings trained out of him.
Yes. And Harriet...
He has his feelings in check, but he doesn't have them trained out of him.
And I feel like Harriet's like... I feel like she just like Robin said, she wants someone to be mad at, but at the same time, Harriet's like, am I really doing the right thing? But at the same time, it's like her training's like, no, you're doing the right thing. Do what you can. Listen to the general. No questions.
Do what you were trained to do. Listen and follow orders.
Or as Raven said to Raven said to Yang once, I'm sure he told you plenty and you just sat and obeyed. And that's what Harriet's doing. She's listening to Ironwood and she's literally sitting and obeying. And that's another thing in this season I'm thinking about. When do the characters actually get to make their own choices? Because Penny didn't get to make a choice. The Aesops aren't really having a choice in anything at this point.
Who knows? Perhaps the future episode will actually have a tie to choice. I mean, we already have
We'll talk about the.
speech about.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let's keep going because Harriet is really getting on my nerves as well. She is getting on my nerves.
I like the little picture too.
Yes, so do I. Also, she
like
was
2D
really
art.
thinking. She was really thinking about opening that cell and trying
Oh yeah,
to fight
she's looking
Robin.
straight at it and then looking back.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, that was almost exciting.
And then
Aw.
instantly into excitement.
Yes, and we got the new song.
Oh yeah, this song's a banger. That's
Oh my gosh.
We can't keep up.
I was like trying to stay quiet during this part so you could hear the song in the background building up.
I don't
Yes.
know how much longer these bikes can stand the cold.
I'm really wishing one of us could fly right now.
Also, pulling off a Volume 1 move after all
Yeah.
this time. I'm so happy.
Nice!
Not really. This hound is
Whack.
okay. I know we saw that the last two episodes ago. We saw the hound was very, very smart, but this was ridiculous. This entire scene was ridiculous.
Well, yeah, the fact he's like, oh, I'm getting slowed down. Let's see if I can get rid of that rock. Slams him into a few more rocks to try and stop the two behind him.
And then
After getting shot in the face, he realized he's getting slowed down too much.
and
He
needs
takes
to get,
Oscar out of his mouth
and then
and straight up
literally called a whole army of sentinels. What the frack?
and not only sentinels.
Call for backup?
I keep forgetting what those things are called. I don't want to call them I don't want to. There's something. I'm sorry. The dragon pterodactyl grim. The pterodactyl grim. That's what I know. I know those. But I was just focused
Like
on I was focused on all the sentinels. I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my gosh. Also,
gonna
you
search
stopped
it
it
up
at the
really
song.
quick.
Use what?
I'm looking it up really quick. Pterodactyl.
Oh, hold on. Okay. No. Go back.
A Terex.
Terex?
That's what they're called.
Ah,
Terex,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
And the first picture of them is the one that took out Roman back in season 1 or season 3.
Ah, okay. But then we have then we see I have to admit, I never thought I'd say this. Jaune being awesome Jaune being so awesome that I never expected him to be this awesome.
Oh yeah, he took out like a few centipedals like back to
Yo,
back really quick.
Jaune
Like,
just got
1, 2, 3,
4,
4, and one right down the middle,
5.
fifth one.
Yo, Piro would be proud.
Also, this scene, you see everyone's
Yes, you see
everyone's
everyone-
dealing with. You get the Terex up here,
You got the sentinels
flipping through that floor. Lol.
Oh. It's the little things.
I have to call it out every episode. at
It's
least
the
one
little
thing.
things.
You got all the freaking sentinels coming out of the ground,
You see
looking
Yang.
straight at them, basically.
Yes, because the hound was like, you better take care of them or you'll have to deal with me later on. That
The
is
fact that there's this many Terex in the area.
why were they never around during the invasion before? Where were all these sentinels before?
The sentinels have always been underground.
I understand that.
Do you
but
not
where were they-
remember back a season
I know,
ago
I
when
know.
they were like...
I know they were all underground during their time in the dust mine where they had to fight the Geist. I know where that's from, but still, oh my gosh.
And plus, that Grim did a high enough pitch scream to have that echo. So everything
I was expecting
in
it.
the area
I was
basically
expecting-
like, ha.
Okay, I'm gonna be very honest. I was expecting a freaking I was expecting a freaking avalanche after that roar. I was like, okay, he roared and he's gonna do an avalanche.
I was
Then all these
expecting-
freaking Grimm came out. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, you tried going down a thin, like highway-esque thing.
Also, I'm
full
looking at
of-
this. I'm looking at this picture right now. You cannot say this isn't a screensaver. You can't tell me this isn't a wallpaper either.
Yeah, I kind of just have Ren waving a little bit and
Yes.
the wings flapping in the background.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah, I can see it too. But then we got the new song playing in the background. Casey doing her job again and
Oh, yeah.
beautifully.
The lyrics are definitely you can
They're
there's
dark.
semblance in the
They're
lyrics
very
as
dark.
well.
They're very dark. This is gonna be a very. We already know there's gonna
Well,
be
yeah.
a very dark. This is gonna be a very very dark volume. So the lyrics of these songs have to be dark. There's no hope this season. There's no
Literally
hope.
the very first line or lines in the song are, "This is not a nightmare. It's not a fever dream."
This is reality. I heard that line
Exactly.
too. This is reality. This is no dream. This is no, we can do this. This is no sunshiny, we're going to win because we're the good guys. No, you guys are going to lose. This is reality, and you guys better accept that. Oh my gosh.
I want to listen to the lyrics again real quick.
Go ahead. Whew, Jaune.
Did it just call for backup?
That it did. Now this is something I love. Jaune, my boy. Pyrrha will be so proud of you.
Also, I love this.
Yes, using the
Uses it as
shield
a
as a
ramp.
ramp.
Nice spin.
I'm thinking the song's called Falling Down.
I mean, I could see it. Also, great timing for semblance.
Yeah.
And then
And
they
all the Grimm just
all
leave.
Go away. Well, yeah, their job was complete. Their job was basically
Yo, look at
getting you away from
Monstro!
these
Look at
kids.
Monstro and how he's animated in 2D. Look at that.
I'm backing it up one more time.
Yeah,
I mean,
go ahead,
this
go
is
ahead.
also a nice picture.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, too far.
Look at freaking
Look at
Monstro!
And you want to know the scary part?
What?
All those black dots, that's not clouds.
Those are Grimm.
That's all Grimm.
Those
And they
are
look like
all
ants.
Grimm. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love this volume. I'm loving this volume. We're only 4 episodes in. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's literally they said, what, it's 2 days for this season?
Yeah, the whole
Volume.
series, the whole volume spanning 2 days apparently, and apparently this is the
This
first
is
day.
literally the first day.
and it's only been 4 episodes.
First day, monster, giant monster shows up with the Grimm horde.
They try to do their separate
Penny
things.
they try to get into the Atlas, not the Academy.
They try to get into the Atlas base to get Amity up and running.
Which they have the codes for it.
Yeah, but how long is that gonna last? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but then we come to where the oh shoot! Now we're coming to another part of the opening that I didn't think we'd come to.
What, this part where we get to see Whitley?
we're
again?
finally getting to see We're finally getting to see Whitley.
Fine time to
Shut up!
Another word.
Shut up!
His surprise.
He's
was
like,
just,
dude.
eh.
He's like, Weiss was like, shut up,
Yeesh.
let us in.
Not another word.
We're coming in.
Things are already bad enough after what you did to Father. Now you want us to harbor fugitives too? Our family has a reputation.
This boy!
Worried about your reputation?
Well,
just saying that
the
we-
child was raised by his father.
I don't give a crap.
Weiss was more or less raised by Winter.
Mhm.
Winter raised by the mother, so it's kind of understandable why he's probably all freaking bossy.
I know, and I said this in my reaction video. I don't give two craps about this little. I don't care what Willow said about don't forget your brother. I'm like, I could forget him all the live long day.
Well, Whitley still cares for his family.
Only
He's
his father.
not his father. Well, no, he's not his father, but
He never liked. He literally. Don't you remember Volume 4? He literally said he never liked Winter or Weiss.
well, after some of the things that his father did, I hope he has the mind to actually realize, because he
It's
still
gonna-
has
okay.
character. He still has a chance for character development from being, snooty
You know what?
rich boy.
You know what? Fine. He gets one chance. One chance. But if he goes back to Daddy Dearest, Weiss, cut him off.
I mean, I know a way
Literally.
he could probably. I know a way he'd probably ruin that chance, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say it or not.
No, go ahead. I'd love to know how he'd ruin it, because I feel like if you do say something that he would do, I'd agree with you 100%.
Go to his room and call Ironwood.
There you go. That is something Whitley would do.
Use them as a chance to get his father out of prison.
I feel like that would be something he would do.
4 to 5 fugitives for one father fugitive.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Like I said, I can't stand this guy, but he gets one
The
chance.
house staff, and Mother locked herself in her room.
Maybe you haven't figured out what's going on, Whitley, but we're busy trying to save Atlas. Look, our friend is hurt. We just need to.
Also, I like how
She
Ruby is
rests,
basically
and then we'll be
taller
out
than
of your
him,
way.
but it may just be the
Fine.
It might be her
The
boots.
shoes.
Her boots.
Yeah.
Go to your room.
Mama Weiss laying down the law.
This way.
Big sister Weiss. My bad, guys.
either or.
Ruby?
I know some people that would
Everything's
think the
getting
other.
late. If you're worried about Yang, you could always try calling her.
That's the thing. I did.
Oof.
She cares a lot about her sister.
Of course she
And-
does. Ruby always cared about her sister. She always has and always will. It doesn't
But I
matter how
think
much.
Yang is kind of the one in question right here. Like, yeah, I get she's more or less thinking about Blake during that scene in a bit, but
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I feel like she
John
is.
trying to reassure her, they're kind of thinking about each other. No, Yang's not thinking about Ruby at that point.
Just like how Penny, just how like Ruby thought that she and Yang were Penny was talking about her and Yang a while back during the during episode 2. Ruby and Yang were. Everyone just needs to talk. That is the one thing they need to do.
They can't at this point.
Yeah, I know that, but they really need it. People need to be talked to or punched in the face right now.
If anybody can hear me. We need transport back to Mantle.
Also, I like that that you could see it broke and it's been
Yeah.
leaking.
It's leaking gravity dust.
I like that kind of symbolism as well. You can
Yes.
see like how
Ren's-
low their aura's getting from the weather.
Yeah, and I love how the percentages are actually seen this time, and they're not like
Before the cold
back in
trip
Volume
ends
1.
completely. How much farther to the
Oh yeah,
entrance?
back in Volume 1 it was just a gauge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ren, how much?
I don't know.
This scene pissed me off.
Well, yeah, it makes
I
sense.
thought you said you saw it when you were up in the air.
I did. Before I had to cut myself loose to help you guys.
Yeah, you've brought that up a couple times now. Something you need to say?
Not really. Wouldn't want to waste any more time.
Bro, chill.
Hey, what is your deal?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm sorry things aren't going smoothly enough for you.
Guys, they're not going
Also, I
smoothly
love the
at all.
lighting in
I
this
hate to
scene.
break
So
it
do
to
I.
you,
I
but
actually do love
huntsman.
this. All of it is at
We don't
sunset.
know the first thing about being huntsmen. We clearly weren't ready.
Guys, stop it.
Were we not ready when we saved Haven? When we took down a Leviathan? We got the lamp to Atlas.
And then we lost it. And after that, when we had to make real decisions, we got every single one wrong.
I'm not going to pretend like we did everything perfectly. But if we'd done nothing,
This
things
scene
would be
was
even
just
worse than they are
intense.
now.
How could they possibly be?
And Ren is still making me mad.
Stuck out here while Salem has the lamp and Oscar. We've got no plan, no army.
We've got the Maiden.
And by keeping her from opening the vault for Ironwood, we're just trapping the whole city for Salem. People are going to die because of us.
So what? We should just give Ironwood what he wants? Abandon Mantle? You think Atlas is still going to be able to float to safety now that she's here?
I don't know, but these aren't the kinds of decisions we should be making because we have no idea what we're doing.
Okay, both of you, cut it out.
I'm just saying what nobody else wants to. We're in way over our heads. Ruby is barely more than a kid. I'm just an orphan from the middle of nowhere.
Ren,
You cheated your way into bacon.
Okay, now this is the part that made me hate Ren, like, officially.
Well,
I've literally
You
been
can see
saying
his face. He literally kind of regret saying that slightly.
I don't give two craps. I really don't. I understand Ren's going through some emotional trauma right now, but I really don't care. He needs to chill. I understand. Things are going to crap. Things are going literally to the... Oh my god. Things are literally going to the wolves right now. We get it. The end of the world is literally at their doorstep, and they don't have a plan. They don't have plans to stop it. They know this. They don't need it repeated every 5 seconds. Okay. I'm sorry. That was like that was just me going on. Literally, Ren is my literal.
He's the only
nitpick.
one who doesn't.
Ren
Well,
has
he
literally
also
been my
doesn't
nitpick for
talk
3 episodes.
about this stuff.
I know.
You got to think about it. He
I
keeps
understand.
all that in his head, and now he's starting to stress out. It's starting to come out.
I understand that. I completely understand that, but still, that doesn't give him a right to say that kind of stuff. He just didn't have a right to say that to Jaune. He didn't have a right to say that to Jaune. He didn't have a right to say that to Yang. He didn't have a right to treat any of his friends like this. I understand. Everyone is stressed. It's not just him.
That's fair.
It's not just him.
You don't think we should be huntsmen? Fine. But I'm getting out of the cult. Still got a job to do.
Seriously, is your goal just to push everyone away?
Also, this. build-up right here, though.
Stop.
I'll stop right here.
This scene, okay. We finally get to see Salem and Ozpin's little quote-unquote reunion after all this time, and I'm going to admit something. It was terrifying. It was actually very terrifying. Go ahead. You can play it. It's just...
Well, I love the intro to the scene right after she walks off. It just right to the violin, just...
Yo, the violin just like... I actually had a slight chill up my spine when I heard it. I'm like, what the frack?
Don't panic.
And then I see Oscar just hanging from something. I'm just like, what?
Well, yeah, and you can see his
And
shadow,
there she
too,
is.
there.
Yes, I saw it, and there she is.
Ozma. Found.
Also, notice how she
The
calls him
kids!
by his first
No!
name.
Look what she made! Look what she made! Did you notice
Oh,
it?
I didn't notice.
Look what she made in the clouds!
At last.
Oh,
Her
you can
kids!
hear the fuck.
Her kids!
No, listen very
Yes, you
very
listen to the laughter.
closely.
You can listen to the laughter.
Found at last.
The 4 girls! Her kids! Their kids!
So small, this new host of yours.
Oh my gosh.
It's a wonder my hound didn't break.
Also, I like the meat hooks or the grim hooks.
Why are those even there?
It's been
I mean, it's a torture chamber.
We saw each other like this, face to face, and nothing to say.
I love how he's just holding Oscar by one tooth.
The reunion isn't living up to your expectations.
Also, I like his trying to pretend, and that doesn't.
Yeah, and then the anger.
Pretend, boy.
And then he just softens his face. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Not yet, at least.
I think one of my favorite things about this scene, though, right as she goes to grab him. Oh, I like the ring, by the way.
I didn't notice the ring.
Look at her eyes.
She's like, don't be trying to...
Her face.
She's like, boy, don't be trying to fool me. That's a meme face if I ever saw one.
You can pretend, boy.
Even Oscar was like, okay, you found me out. Yeesh, chill. But then they have a civil conversation, which really caught my interest.
Well, yeah.
Oscar, was it?
You would think that she would literally just punish Oscar right then and there. But then you realize,
as she said, you're not fully
him yet.
Oscar, was it?
Literally, instead of calling him Ozma, actually calls this one by his actual name.
Yes, Oscar. Oh my gosh. This whole exchange between the two of them was just insanity. And it was glorious.
The beacon relic. My forces have been unable to locate the relic beneath the school.
Finally! A little in-depth into the crown, but again, Ozpin's keeping it secret.
I need to know where it is.
That's not something I know about.
Of course. You would keep that one guarded as long as possible. How about something easier then? The password for the lamp.
Oof.
The lamp is all out of questions.
And here the terrifying part came. Just seeing her doing that to Oscar was just... It was painful.
Well, yeah, you gotta think. She hasn't really used her magical powers, really.
I know. She's been conserving her magic.
Like-minded souls, indeed.
Oscar doesn't like lying, though, but you're in his presence, so he pretty much has to.
If it is you or Ozma. Either way, I'll finally have the relic.
I won't tell you anything.
Oh. And then this power move. Okay. You don't have to tell me.
Also, I love that shock when the door opens. You just hear Oscar go. This trembling.
He was like, no.
Ooh, that sounds like a broken rib.
That was for Haven Academy. Everything that follows will be for my sister.
Yo. Hazel is just amazing. Hazel is the best.
Of course he is.
Hazel is literally the man.
Is that?
Also, the fact that the skin of that beast
is still
constantly
oozing.
is moving.
Did you need something?
The hound is amazing.
Yes.
Oh yeah, great. They
I want to search for the
made that
maiden.
perfect.
Do you hear that, my pet? She thinks. She wants. As if she's done something that warrants me caring about either of
Yo,
these
stop
things.
right here, please. Just for a minute, can we talk about how...
Also, nice talk.
Yeah. Can we talk about how Salem is just talking down to Cinder like she's nothing more than a spoiled child? Which she is, but still. Can we talk about this?
As Cinder has to keep reassuring, without you, I have nothing.
And don't you forget it.
I was expecting you to say that when she said it. As soon as she said that, I knew you were. I was thinking, oh, he's gonna probably say it the same line as before.
I didn't say it this time, but every time I hear it from now on, I'm going to say it. Without Salem, you are nothing, little girl, and you will always be nothing.
And don't you forget it.
I love this. Okay, but let's keep on going, but just hearing this is so amazing.
Without the maiden power, the
Also, you can see Neo's kind of
Neo's enjoying this.
I will tell you when and where you are needed.
But your grace.
And the Hound was like, you better step back.
I've shown a great deal of patience over my many years walking Remnant, but I do hate repeating myself. You will remain here. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, of course.
I think that's the first time I've seen her with or heard her with a high pitch like that.
Who? Cinder?
Yeah, she has to reassure her like normal voice around her.
I believe I've heard it before, somewhat.
Well, yeah, because if you listen,
Clear.
she goes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, of course.
She's never been that high. Oh my gosh. And don't you forget it, little girl.
She is still but a
Neo
child,
is
probably.
Neo is like, I'm enjoying every moment of this.
I just want to check.
Also, I love how it instantly goes to. I know what she said, and you could tell Neo was like signing
literally
because she's
Neo
literally
is
like,
literally
really,
like, don't do this, please don't do this, don't be stupid. I don't.
You're literally talking to the god of the enemy, or the Grim.
The queen. You're talking to the Grim Queen, and you're going against her orders again. Are you really doing
I
this?
just want to check on something. We'll be back before anyone realizes.
Also, I love this.
Yes, I
how
love
she just
how
floats
she's just
and
floating.
hold on, wait for the tippy toe.
Salem doesn't know those children like I do.
And just
They
sit
will
down.
Just abandon their misguided attempt to save the world.
And Neo's like, you're really gonna get your butt. You're really gonna.
I'll come.
I'm not in this.
I've been working on my semblance. I can help.
I wonder
Don't
how.
tell anybody.
I didn't see those the first time around.
Hold on,
Those
what
are
are those? What are those?
Those remind me of the.
Are those seers? Are those giant
Yeah,
seers?
I was about to say those look like giant seers.
Are those freaking giant seers? Or are they just some kind of floating octopus Grim?
That would be a weird one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. These new Grim are just coming out of the woodwork, aren't they?
Oh yeah, we still haven't seen the flying gorilla Grim.
We have not
yet,
seen
other than one picture.
We have not seen a flying monkey yet. I'm shocked. I mean, it could
Yeah,
be in
like-
the back. I mean, it could be in the background, like somewhere, but still, nowhere.
Yeah, especially
no
during
flying
this
monkeys.
scene.
Where are the flying monkeys?
Maybe those are it.
Maybe, I don't know.
But you can't. I mean, maybe because you could see the bottom half of it right here. But you never know. It's
You
too
never
far
know,
away.
You never know. Oh, there they are.
Where?
Go back a tad bit, just a tad. Right there, on the left. Look up.
Oh.
Right there, they're right there.
Oh, so like right here?
No, down,
Or
down,
these
right
ones?
there. That group right there. That's them, right there.
Oh. You can't tell from this distance, really.
You really
but yeah, I
can,
see-
but that's them. I'm
Well,
not
no, they
100%.
got four. They got four legs.
How do you expect flying monk? You expect them to just have their arms spread out? Of course, their arms and legs are gonna be dangling.
Well, those remind me of those ones they fought on the train.
Oh
to,
yeah, the Sphinx and the Manticores. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because if you actually look very closely, you can see they also have a tail.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for wasting the time, but oh my gosh, Neo is just done at this point.
If she doesn't want to, I'll come.
And as usual, Emerald being Cinder's simp.
I was about to say Simperald.
Emerald, stop
Emerald
simping for your
Simpscribe.
never going to be sister/mother figure.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I was right. I could
This
see
is a pretty
thing
scene.
from the
If you
back.
pause it anywhere right there, it is gorgeous. Hold on. Pause it in any. It is gorgeous. You cannot tell me that doesn't look beautiful.
Also, I like how you can see Yang outside,
Yeah,
like
she's right there just trying to get the bike
removing a
fixed.
part. Well, yeah, she's removing a part from it so she can work on the inside where it's warm-ish.
Ish. Oh my god.
Well, I say warm-ish because obviously, literally right after,
Yeah.
he just gets the thing going with the schnee dust stuff.
Yep.
Also, you can tell that there used to be some sort of captain living in this.
Until they were called back to Atlas.
Yep. And the only reason why I say it's a captain, or
Because-
at least an admiral,
Because they have the same little hats that the guys back at the military base in Volume 7 had.
Yep. Also, as a callback, when Neo actually pretended to be one of them, she
had
chose that rank.
Yeah, she chose that rank. So
Because it was
no
a
one
higher up.
So no one would actually realize who it was.
Yeah, and question it.
Okay, in this scene, Ren finally talking to... Jaune finally talking to Ren, but Ren still being Ren, not wanting to talk about his feelings and wanting to cause even more... Oh, that's why it's happening!
Huh.
Ah, okay.
What's up?
Okay. I think I understand the ending a bit more. I'm starting to understand the ending a bit more, but we'll come back to that. But right now, let's talk about Jaune and Ren right now. These two are just...
I was bigger than that mistake. You've got people around you, too. You don't have to force yourself to be strong. The more you hide from what you're feeling, the more alone you're going to feel. Trust me.
Come on, Ren! Talk!
If anyone cares, I found a part to fix the bike. So, yay! Good news.
Oof.
Yay!
Oof.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry he said that to you. I know you've had to work hard to get here, Jaune.
We're all under a lot of stress right now. I used to push people away too.
Call back to Pyrrha.
Pyrrha, because he didn't want her to figure out going to Cardin, so he keeps a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think she thinks less of me? For not helping out with Amity?
RWBY is your sister. She's always going to love you, even if you disagree with each other.
Yeah. RWBY.
As I said.
Yeah,
before,
okay.
She's
here
not
we go.
thinking of RWBY.
She's not thinking about RWBY right now. Okay, you want to talk about that? Because I feel like you really want to talk about that.
I talked about it a little bit earlier.
I'll make sure
I
Ren
can
doesn't brood himself to death out in the
talk
cold.
about it more probably next week. if
Now
they
here's the thing.
go on that.
Okay, now here's the thing I was talking about.
Things always seem to get worse before they get better.
Here's the thing that I was talking about.
What, something like a shifting fault line?
No, this. Literally the ending.
Breaking the ice.
But here is my theory on that. It's Ren. Literally think about all the emotions he must be bottling up inside and how much despair he has in him right now. If he didn't get those feelings out, think about all the negativity that's literally bleeding off of him right now. I think it's because of Ren that whatever is coming from underneath there is going to attack them. That's my theory. I think it's just because of Ren. Not only that,
seeing this, I get nodbacks towards a certain scene over here in the intro.
Okay, go ahead. Go back. What do you want to say in the... What was it?
Let's see.
Oh! Right! When they fell!
Yeah, right here. As they fall into the ice.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
This is where I, was getting in.
Something's underneath... So, something's literally underneath the tundra that not... What is underneath the tundra, though?
I mean, we already know that there's millions of sentinels probably lurking under there.
Yeah, but remember that there are Grimm that come from deeper seas, and the whole tundra's top may be frozen over. We don't know what's underneath it.
True, and underneath ice can be ocean as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be yeah, okay. Something's definitely underneath, and that's what I said about my theory earlier. I think Ren and Yang are somewhat attracting that thing. Jaune is the only one who's slightly hopeful that this can all somewhat work out. He's the one trying to keep everyone like calm and steady. But Yang and Ren, those two are just bleeding off negativity like, what the heck have I been doing? Or this is all my fault, or what, or everything we've done was for nothing. This is literally the I think this negativity is just bringing forth a very powerful Grimm. And you know about Ren's ability to mask emotions? Think about this for a minute. If he can mask emotions, can't he amplify them as well? Did you ever think about that?
Huh.
Remember, semblances can evolve, so if it is possible, if he can mask emotions, he can possibly amplify them. And the more Ren feels, the more amplified those feelings are. So the more despair he feels, the more the Grimm can possibly feel it.
Ooh. That could be really good and really bad.
Exactly, because like I said, Ren can literally mask like a group of people, but we don't know if it can actually work in reverse.
Honestly, with that whole talk of, oh, maybe, such and such theory, evolving semblances, all I can think of, maybe Jaune can use his semblance to freaking de-amplify someone else's stuff.
Oh, you mean like with Tyrion in his aura break?
Yeah.
Like, well, Tyrion did say that Jaune interests him. Do you think they have a similar semblance?
Maybe?
Like, it may be, like, Jaune may be able to amp aura, he might be able to take away aura and add it to his own. Ooh,
vampirism.
I like that. I actually like that idea. I really like that idea. But like I said, that's all theories and stuff, which is what this series is basically based on.
Well, yeah,
but still, it's just, oh my gosh. Oh boy.
Anyways, it'd be scary to see that under the ice things would knuckle-weave like arms.
Wait, what?
But then again,
wait a minute. What if there are knuckle? Oh.
Well, no, you want to know what those arms remind me of?
What if those are apathy? Think about that for a minute. What if under the ice there is literally a thing of apathy right underneath them? Wouldn't that be terrifying?
Well, we already
I know
during the first discussion we already kind of ruled it out because apathy actually have 5 fingers.
Yes, I understand that, but then we have these arms that are grabbing RWBY. Like, what are those 2 arms that are grabbing RWBY? I know one of them. We know it's not Cinder because she doesn't have 2 Grimm hands, not yet.
It's not the Hound because the Hound has bubbly arms that we can see.
I'm wondering whose arms those are. We should have did an opening like discussion for a long while now. We should have done this a long time ago. But we're still getting back on it. I'm still thinking like like I said, my theory is that Ren's semblance is like in reverse overdrive. He's like raising the despair of both him and Yang and Jaune, but it's not affecting Jaune as much because he's very optimistic. So I'm thinking that little bit of optimism is keeping the Grimm like somewhat away.
Well, remember, it's the negativity is what attracts them, but being happier, more optimistic, kind of just gives you a what's it called? Just like a cloak of some kind.
A slight cloak, but not like a massive shield or anything. But it gives you like they'll ignore you if you're not like bleeding off like
if you're not actively trying to get them.
There you go. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about right now before we give our ratings and end off the video?
No, not
because
really.
I think that's everything. Also, I gotta start putting music during these little things because I listened to the last discussion video we did. I hear is feedback from my mic. I just hear a slight feedback from my mic, and I feel like that's bad.
I mean, yeah, that's not a good thing to have.
That is really not a good thing to have.
Especially when I like moments where I'm like, we have it muted, just having it play kind of thing.
Yeah. But, okay. There's nothing else you want to say? Nothing else you want to talk about?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right, I think we're all good with that one. If we find anything else, we'll probably, say it in the next discussion video. Ratings. I give this episode an 8 out of 10. Ren pissed me off. I'm sorry. Ren has literally affected my ratings 3 times. The first episode, the second episode, and now this one. And it's really starting to get me mad. I don't want to dislike Ren, but if he's going to keep acting like this, and I understand it, but if he's going to keep acting like this, then... Oh well. Like I said, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, probably maybe a 7.5. Yeah, maybe a 7.5. You?
I'll give it an 8.5 to 9.
Really?
Lots of build up, lots of talking about things that we've wanted to know.
I know, but Ren's little outburst and his little, Ren's little outburst and his complaining, that just knocked off 2 points for me. Just because of that alone.
Well, I feel it's time for him to finally, have, a coming to realization.
He needs to get punched in the face.
He can't bottle up his emotions. As much as his semblance is masking emotions, he can't mask his own. He has to talk about it eventually. And yeah,
and especially when he finds out Nora's hurt. And he sees all those scars on her body. Oof, that's gonna be a real punch in the gut for him. He wasn't there for her this time around. You're supposed to stay together. Together.
Not together, but
Still together. Okay. We're ending up
the references.
Before we start playing the Boop version 2.0. All right, I will see you guys next week. Tex, say goodbye. Oh my gosh, this has been a great
Laters, everybody.
This has been a great episode. This was a great episode.